It was last spring. I'm standing in my backyard staring at huge empty rows where food should already be exploding out of the ground. And I literally feel sick to my stomach. Because back in December, when it was freezing outside and life was crazy with the holidays, I looked at my seed packets, shrugged, and said, I'll start them next month. Next month never came. Now, my entire spring garden is weeks behind, and I'm eating grocery store junk while my neighbors are already harvesting. Today, I'm confessing the 6 stupid, simple crops I completely skipped last December that would have had me eating fresh, homegrown food, literally 10 weeks earlier than everyone else. These are the easiest, fastest, hardiest crops on the planet, and number 1? It's so brain-dead obvious that when you hear it, you're going to slap your forehead and say, how did I miss that? If you plant these exact 6 things this December, you will be the smug gardener in May, pulling giant harvests while everyone else is still waiting for their tiny seedlings to grow. Stick with me to the end because one is going to blow your mind. And I'm also dropping the exact calendar date so you never make my dumb mistake again. Let's fix this right now, starting with the first crop most people completely sleep on. So why on earth would any sane person go outside in December to plant seeds? I thought the exact same thing. Ground's hard, days are short, fingers go numb in 2 minutes. But here's the secret most gardeners miss. A few tough crops don't just survive the cold, they use it. They sit there quietly building monster root systems while the rest of us are drinking hot chocolate. Then, the second the soil warms even a little, boom, they explode. Everyone else is just poking their first seeds in the dirt and waiting, and you're already picking dinner. That head start changes everything. And the crop that proves this better than anything else is coming up in just a second. But first, I need you to know why I almost didn't make this video. I know exactly where you are right now. The garden is mostly put to bed. The holidays are coming, and the last thing you want to do is put on 3 layers and go mess with dirt. I was there. I told myself I'm tired. Spring will be fine. I'll just plant everything then. Huge lie. Because spring hits, and you're waiting, and waiting. Tiny seedlings crawl out of the ground while your neighbor is already cutting big heads of lettuce. And you're like, how? I'll tell you how they did the unglamorous work in December. They pushed past the I don't feel like it feeling. And I'm telling you from personal experience that a tiny bit of effort when it's cold pays you back in ridiculous joy when it's warm. It's the difference between a normal garden and the garden people stop and stare at. I learned that the hard way this year. And I'm not letting you make the same mistake. Okay, here we go. First crop, I regret skipping the one so easy you can literally throw the seeds on the ground and walk away. This thing gets sweeter after frost. Kids fight over it, and I had exactly 0 pods this spring because I was too busy in December. You're gonna laugh when you hear how simple it is, and then you're gonna run to your seed stash. Ready? Crop number 1, sugar snap peas. Yes, peas. But not just any peas. December planted sugar snap peas are on another level. You scatter those seeds in late fall or early winter, barely cover them, and forget it. They just chill all winter. Then the minute the soil hits the magic temperature, they shoot up like rockets. I'm talking fresh, crisp, sweet pods while everyone else is still waiting for March-planted peas to even sprout. And because they finish before summer heat kills them, you get a longer harvest with 0 powdery mildew drama. I had to buy sad, mushy peas from the grocery store this year. Never again. This December, those seeds are going in first. And the next crop is even tougher than kale. I skipped it, and my spring cooking was honestly boring without it. Crop number 2, Swiss chard. I actually did plant kale last year. Kale did great. But I skipped chard, and oh man, that hurt. Chard laughs at frost. Heavy frost. It gets a little droopy for a day, then stands right back up like nothing happened. And the stems, those rainbow stems, I miss them so much. I dice them like celery, throw them in stir-fries, soups, everything. My early spring meals looked gray without that pop of color and crunch. The leaves are better than spinach because they don't bolt the second it gets warm. A few plants gave my neighbor buckets of food from March through July. I had none. 0. Do not be like me, plant the chard. And the next one is a root crop that basically turns your garden into a free root cellar, but only if you remember to plant it. Parsnips. I know, not sexy. But a homegrown parsnip that's been kissed by winter frost is candy sweet and nutty in a way store ones never are. You plant the seeds in December, they slowly germinate, build roots all winter, and then you can dig them in spring or leave them in the ground like buried treasure until you need them even into the next winter. 0 storage hassle. I looked at the seed packet, thought boring, and skipped it. Huge mistake. Roasted parsnips became my family's favorite side dish, except we had none because I was lazy one afternoon. Low effort, insane reward. Moving on to a crop that gave me tiny golf ball onions this year because I took the easy way out. Crop number 4, starting bulbing onions from seed in December. Most of us grab onion sets in spring, those little baby onions. You'll get onions, sure. But if you want big, proud, keep for months storage onions, you have to start them from seed indoors in winter. December is perfect. You sow them under lights when it's miserable outside. Baby them for a couple months, then plant out sturdy teenagers in early spring. They grow huge before the long days tell them to bulb up. I skipped it last year, bought sets like a chump, and ended up with tiny onions that sprouted in the pantry by August. My neighbor who started seeds in December, she was giving away softball-sized onions. This year, I already have the seed tray ready. Small winter effort, giant payoff. And the next one is so obvious, I almost didn't include it. But my regret here is real. Crop number 5, garlic. Garlic. I did plant garlic last fall, but I didn't plant enough, and I played it safe with only softneck. I wish I had gone big and tried a couple hardneck varieties for those incredible curly scapes in spring. Garlic has to go through winter cold to split into all those beautiful cloves. Plant in spring and you just get one fat round. My harvest was okay, not wow. And okay is not why we garden. This December I'm planting 3 times as much and finally trying music in German red. More garlic equals more garlic bread, more roasted cloves, more everything good in life. Last one coming up the peppery green I missed most in my early salads. Crop number 6, arugula. Arugula. Hands down the crop I missed most. Plant it in December under a simple row cover or even just in a protected spot and it overwinters like a champ. Then it's the first green ready sometimes when there's still snow in the corners of the yard. That spicy, nutty bite wakes up every salad and sandwich. My spring salads this year were polite and mild. Boring. Arugula is the rock star that turns a salad into an event. I thought it was too tender for winter sowing. Wrong. It's tough. This December, it's going in the ground, no excuses. 6 crops. 6 regrets fixed this year. There you have it, my 6 biggest December planting regrets turned into my December planting plan.
Sugar snap peas, Swiss chard, parsnips, onions from seed, way more garlic, and arugula.
I'm not missing out again. Question for you, what is the one crop you regret not planting last winter? Or maybe you did winter sowing and had an epic win, tell me about it. Drop it in the comments. I read every single one and it helps all of us get better. If this video lit a fire under you to try December planting this year, hit that thumbs up, it really helps the channel. And if you're new here and want more real talk gardening that feels like chatting with a friend, subscribe and ring the bell. I release new videos every week. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Now go grab those seed packets before December sneaks up. See you in the garden.